What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. Before we get into this video, I just want to quickly say that when I'm recording this video now, I'm a little under the weather, got a little head cold going on, so if I sound a little nasally or anything like that, I just want to apologize in advance and just get right into the video. So today I want to talk about Scottie Barnes. He's one of my favorite players, or one of the players that I'm highest on coming out of this year's NBA draft. I want to talk a little bit about his success so far in the NBA, how he's helping the Raptors win games. But before getting into the video, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit that subscribe button, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comment section, so make sure you leave all those down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, share this video with your friends, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, today I want to talk about Scottie Barnes. He's one of my favorite players out of this year's NBA draft, one of the players that I was the highest on and think could be one of the most successful players in the NBA out of this draft. I want to talk about his success so far with the Raptors, how he's helping the Raptors win games, and how he could be one of the top players at to have a chance at being Rookie of the Year. So looking at Scottie Barnes' stats so far with the Raptors, in 7 games he started all 7 of them. He is a 6'9", 227-pound, power forward. They have him listed on as Basketball Reference here. He does play the power forward, but he's kind of more of a point forward position. He's the 4th overall pick in this year's NBA draft. I know he was projected to maybe go a little bit lower than that, but he was picked 4th by the Toronto Raptors. And like I said, he's kind of that point forward position. He can handle the ball. He can play power forward, kind of like a LeBron in that sense, where he can play point guard, bring the ball up the court. He can guard the other team's 3, 4, 5. He can do a lot of things on the court, both offensively and defensively. And I think that's why I was the highest on him and thought that he'd be one of the better players coming out of this year's draft. And so far, he's shown that with the Raptors. Like I said, in 7 games, he's averaging 34.9 minutes per game. In those 35 minutes a game, he's averaging 18.1 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game. He's doing that while averaging also 0.7 steals and 0.6 blocks per game. One of the only issues in this stat line is 2.4 turnovers per game. Shooting 55% from the field, but only 22% from 3. We'll get into that a little bit more, but so far, Scottie Barnes is he's scoring the ball well. He's rebounding the ball really well. He's getting some assists. I'd like to see him have even more assists. I think that he can handle the ball even more and make more reads and more plays for his teammates. Obviously he can bring down that turnover rate, 2.4 per game. That would help even more. Could have some more assists if he didn't turn the ball over. But that was one of the main concerns with him coming into the NBA, is they knew he could play that point forward position, but they're hoping he'd be able to develop his his vision, his read making, coming into the NBA, because he was a little turnover prone at Florida State. And didn't always make the right read. So like I said, teams knew he could play the point forward position, but they just need to see him develop the vision and be able to make the right reads more often and not turn the ball over as much. Another one of the concerns with Scottie Barnes coming into the draft was the ability to shoot the 3 ball and make teams guard him out at the 3-point line. So far, unfortunately, he's not shown the ability to shoot that at a efficient rate, or even just a rate where people have to really guard him out there. 22% isn't going to get it done, but like I said, the good thing is this is only through 7 games. He can develop it even more, knock down more shots, and make people guard him out there even more. But I've always thought as long as he could be around that 33% range, make 1 out of 3. It's similar to what they say, for Draymond Green with the Warriors, is that if you can make 1 out of 3, they at least have to respect your 3-point shot a little bit. You're not hurting your team very much if you're shooting 33%. It's not a great percentage, but it's not bad either. And I'd like to see him, get up closer to that 33% range. I think he could get even a little higher, maybe 35%. His stroke looks pretty good, but we just need to see him have the ability to knock that down in games and at game speed, and just really be able to stretch the floor and make people guard him out at the 3-point line even more. But one of the things about his game that is so good to see, or is great for the Raptors, I guess, the team that drafted him, is the fact that he brings energy and, you know, kind of passion every single game, every single minute. Anytime he's on the floor, he's bringing that energy. He's wanting to play defense. He can guard multiple positions. He can switch out onto guards and defend them. He's got extremely long arms, so he can, you know, uses those arms to his advantage. If he's switched out on a little bit quicker guy, he just, you know, puts his hand up in the air and makes it super hard for them to even get a shot off. He rebounds the ball offensively really well. He's always crashing the offensive boards. He's averaging 3 offensive rebounds per game, you know, out of his 9 or 8.9 rebounds that he's averaging. You know, 3 of them are offensive rebounds. So that's extremely good to see, especially for a team like the Raptors. You know, having him crash the boards, you get them second chance, you know, points, second chance rebounds. You know, it's really good to see and extremely well. And I think that, I mean, there's just so much on the floor that Scottie Barnes can do at his size, his height, the position that he plays. You know, if he gets a bigger, slower guy switched out on him, he has the ability to take him off the dribble. He can handle the ball pretty well. Can slash, can attack the paint, and really you just like to see him, you know, work on his vision and his read making, you know, and then develop the 3-point shot even more. And I think he could be an extremely scary player and one that can do pretty much everything on the basketball court. So now looking at his success and how it's helping the Raptors, currently they are they are in 7th place, you know, in the Eastern Conference. They're 4-3. They are on a 3-game winning streak, though. They started out kind of slow, and now they're starting to pick it up. You know, figure out how to win games. And I think that Scottie Barnes is a huge part of that success. He is, you know, kind of figured out his game even more. Figured out how he can get points in the NBA, get shots, where to get his shots. You know, how to defend players, and really just how to help his team win. And like I said, because of that, they're on a 3-game winning streak. You know, I expect Scottie Barnes to keep on developing, you know, keep on helping the Raptors win games. You know, if he can really develop that 3-point shot a little bit more, like I said, get closer to that 33%, 35% range, he could be really scary. He's already at 18 points a game, you know, averaging in 9 rebounds. I don't think it'd be very far off if he could average 20 points, 10 rebounds for the season in his rookie year here. So really, I just want to, you know, say keep an eye out for Scottie Barnes. I think he has the ability to be one of the best players coming out of this draft and win the Rookie of the Year award. I've been saying that ever since, you know, he really, you know, declared for the draft, and everyone were scouting him and you know, looking out for him. So leave all your thoughts on Scottie Barnes in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to respond to every single one of those. And make sure to hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.